whatever it takes. I know I can make it through. A Degrassi podcast with Kelsey and Holland too. I know I can make it through.
Hi, and welcome to Whatever It Takes, a podcast about Degrassi, the Next Generation. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Holland, and today we're talking about Season 10, Episodes 29 and 30, Umbrella. And Kelsey, will you please read us the YouTube summary?
Would love to. Claire's parents' divorce is happening, whether she likes it or not, and they're selling the house. Feeling totally unwanted and irrelevant in her own home, she's despondent, but Eli's parents have a strange offer. Drew notices Fiona, and he's working the Drew Torres charm on her, but she's not interested. Maybe Adam can convince Fiona that Drew's a good guy, or does Adam want Fiona for himself? The fact that Dave's dad is a cop at Degrassi is hurting his chances with some new friends. Dave's desperate to leave the nerd circle behind, but Wesley won't go quietly.
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
I have no opinion on this summary.
The episode title is Umbrella, which is a 2007 Rihanna song. Also, I love this song.
All Time Low did a cover of this song.
I know, and the many pop punk covers of this song. And as far as the episode goes, I think it definitely works for the Claire Eli thing, because it's like, I'll be there for you forever. Like, you can stand under my umbrella. Like, I'll always be there for you, because that's their whole vibe this episode.
Pretty much.
Otherwise, I don't really know. Not
fine.
Really.
It works for the one plot line.
Which is like, that's kind of all you need sometimes.
As long as it fits the A plot.
Yeah. So, also, I'm just gonna give a warning. I took no fashion notes for this episode and the next episode.
I don't think I took a lot.
Now that they're in uniforms, there's a lot less to pay attention to.
That's true. Yeah, actually, let's just get into fashion since you said you have, like, none. Adam cut his hair.
Oh, I love Adam's hair.
Me too.
Eli's dad is wearing a jean vest. Eli's parents look insane.
Eli's parents look truly insane. Eli's mother has these, like, enormous heart earrings that are hilarious. Eli's dad wears, like, denim vests. It's a time for everyone.
I don't like Drew's, like, gray leather jacket. It was weird.
Oh, I kind of liked that. Fiona's wearing those, like, cute, like, lacy bobby socks at one point. I know it's, like, weird and specific, but whatever.
That's all I have. I don't have anything else.
I mean, that's also basically all I have. There wasn't a lot going on fashion-wise. Like you said, there's the uniforms, and Eli has, like, a chain with a heart on it that's very of the time. But that's about it.
All right, so the episode starts with Claire's parents saying that they're going to sell the house, and they're not being very delicate about breaking this news to her.
No, but also she's being kind of snotty.
She is.
I'm sorry. But I know that I'm supposed to feel for Claire,
like,
but
her parents are getting divorced. It's like, I get it. Kids are going to be snotty because it's like you're like totally uprooting their lives.
Totally.
And I also wrote down, of course, her dad has a condo because her dad is going to move out into a condo. And I guess her mom is looking for a new place.
Yep.
I don't know. But they could have been like a little bit more like, so, honey,
well, they were
divorced. Like, we're selling the house.
Well, they were planning on telling her that night, they said. She just, like, overheard a conversation.
Oh. Yeah,
also,
but still.
Claire is weirdly attached to this watch. Who remembers what they learned to tell time on?
I don't know. I could not tell you how I learned how to tell time. It was probably in school.
Exactly. I learned how to tell time on that watch. Who remembers this?
I don't know. She's just clinging to anything. Then the theme song happens, and then I also was like, why would you throw out a watch? It's not like it's taking up that much room.
Seriously.
Like, why not hold on to it? Or if Claire wants it so bad, why just like let her have it? I don't know. It's so tiny.
It's just dumb. Whatever. And then we find out that Claire is in Jesus Club because of course she is.
Club? Friendship Circle? Friendship? What is it called?
Is it still Friendship Club?
I don't know.
Eli keeps calling it Jesus Club, which seems accurate.
It is.
And also, so Claire's Jesus Club friend is like, sorry, your family's crumbling.
Yeah. He was like, we said a big prayer for you at our church group or whatever. And she's like, yeah, I've been going through a hard time, thanks. And he's like, it must suck to watch your family crumble around you. I was like, way harsh, Ty, God.
Seriously, it was insane. It was ridiculous.
And
Also, solid way harsh tie. That was a really good time to put that in.
I wrote it in my notes.
Amazing.
Also, I guess Eli forgave Claire for being shitty to him last episode. They never really addressed how she was totally using him to, like, make her parents mad.
I think he just realized that she's going through some stuff.
Yeah.
Because they, like, kind of talked about it, but I don't know. I guess he forgave her because he, like, loves her.
But then he's like, wait, like, maybe they can share the house and, like, they can swish off by being in the house. And I'm confused by
Which
this.
is an insane setup. That's like, who has 3 house money?
I know, because... Or unless they share the house that they, like, go off to as well. Which is just weird.
Well, that's what they end up doing at the end,
Yeah.
which is still weird.
Because
And
you're
also,
still, like, sharing everything with your ex.
it's super weird. And it's just, like, an insane setup.
It's like, you gotta fucking rip off the Band-Aid sometimes, guys.
Like, most of my friends' parents were divorced. No one, like, was like, here, I'll cater to you, child. You live in the house.
Claire's in, like, she's 16. It's like... You're a big girl. You can, like, go between 2 houses. It's going to be okay.
Like, you'll be fine.
Like, I understand, like, uprooting the family can be tough, but it's like, no, don't do that. Don't cater to the child, because then you give the child too much power, and it's not a good relationship for, like, a child to have with their parents if they, like, can exert that much control over them.
Seriously.
Unhealthy.
Oh, I forgot a fashion note. I watched with my friend who... had never seen the uniforms before and said they all look like they work at Best Buy.
So many, like, bright colors. And then she gives him the watch. She gives Eli the watch. And then we learn that Eli's locker is insanely messy. And then we're with Adam and Drew, and they're looking for volunteers for the food drive.
Because apparently they need 40 hours of community service, which was not a thing at my school. You didn't need, like, hours of community service to graduate, I don't think.
We only need to do that if you were in, like, NHS or Key Club. Like, or a certain club required you to do, like, 20 hours a semester. But it wasn't, like, for everybody.
I have, like, a vague memory of needing hours of community service, but I don't remember how many. But I think 40 sounds like kind of a lot as, like, a mandatory for every person to graduate. Like, I'm not saying it's not a good idea. But yeah, it seems like a lot.
40 in the whole year is not. It's 20 a semester is not. That's super
true.
doable. That doesn't sound like a lot to me. It's a lot to do in, like, a week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I missed that, how they needed the hours, but maybe they're in NHS? I don't know. Anyway, then Fiona makes, like, a big entrance into the gym.
And looks great, as per usual.
And then Drew and Adam are both drooling over her and ask her to help, or convince her to help. They're like, you don't want to, like, wear a hairnet or whatever. And she's like, fine, I'll do that. And I'm like, oh, it's hopeless for both of you.
Seriously.
God. And then we're with fucking Dave, who doesn't want people to know that his dad is a cop who works at the school. Which I'm like, why? I don't know.
I don't know either. Like, I don't.
Like, who are you trying to, like, all of a sudden you're trying to impress these basketball boys, but, like, we've never seen them before?
Never before in our lives. But Dave is still good at basketball, and Wesley is left in the goddamn dust.
Poor Wesley. Yeah, so he's, like, impressing the juniors with his basketball skills and leaving Wesley in the dust.
Pretty much.
And then
we're back with Drew and Fiona, who... Drew is super hitting on Fiona, and she is super not interested, and she just says, wow, that's a lot of flirt, and walks away.
Yeah, and I think he says, it's ironic that you're making something that measures heat or whatever. And she's like, it measures cans.
Yeah, which is great. She's just not here for Drew's bullshit.
And then Adam is like, tough luck, da-da-da. And Drew's like, give it time, I'll make her interested. And I was like, I don't like that.
No, you should not have to coerce someone into liking you. And also, Fiona is not going to be into you, Drew. You are not her type.
Nope. And then we're with Claire and her parents, and we get like a couple Darcy mentions, which is
we
good.
do. I love it.
Throwing it back, like reminding us, like, oh yeah, this is why Claire is here.
Yep.
And
shouts out Darcy / Shanae Grimes.
And then Claire throws out her weird house sharing plan, and her parents are like, lol, no.
Because that's an insane proposition.
It's crazy. Also, okay, then we go to, like, the barbecue, the whatever restaurant that Holly J works at, which today I realized for the first time is called Little Miss Steaks.
Yeah.
I, like, never noticed that until this episode.
It's a dumb name.
Which is crazy. And then Eli's there with his parents. Is Claire with him too? Or does she meet them later?
Claire, like, Eli's there with his parents, who are, like, exactly who you think his parents would be.
They're, like, aging, like, concert hopper rocker people.
They're talking about bringing him to a Metallica concert as an infant.
Yeah.
Which, fine, whatever, do you?
And how, like,
seems
he
like
ruined the concert.
Seems like it would be bad for his ears, but sure, okay. And then Claire shows up because she, like, stormed out of her house after her parents were not going to meet her insane fucking demands.
Right.
And she shows up, and Eli's parents are kind of bananas.
And his dad was like, well, if you ever need a place to stay, you could totally stay with us. And then his parents say something weird that's like, we've been trying to get someone into Eli's room forever, which sounds really weird.
Weird
in
and
this
gross.
Without context that we learn later, but it's kind of gross.
It's weird and gross. Because they do say specifically, we've been trying to get a girl into Eli's room, which is weird and gross. Also,
like,
Eli, but you know what's weird? Like, and I don't know if this is just like the actor not paying attention or if it was like an on purpose thing that I don't understand. But Eli looks pissed from like the moment Claire arrives.
I think maybe he's just embarrassed by his parents. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. He looked like mad. I was like, wait, what happened? Did I miss a scene?
I think he's just uncomfortable and maybe embarrassed by his parents. I don't know. Then we're with Adam, who's like calling Fiona a princess, and I'm like, I hate it when people are like, you're such a princess. Like, I want to make you my princess.
I hate that. Although they are like vibing.
Although they totally have chemistry.
Oh my God, they're vibing so hard. I love it.
I'm into it. That's all I really remember from that scene. And then
we find out Eli's not a virgin, guys.
Yep. Then we're back with
Eli fucks.
Which, like, not surprising.
I mean, Eli fucks. Let's be real.
He's old enough to fuck.
It's never gonna stop being funny.
Oh yeah, I wrote down Eli's dead girlfriend stayed with him, and Claire is still like, I'm not having sex till marriage, and he's like, yeah, I know.
He's like, you've made that abundantly clear.
Yeah.
Thanks. And she's
and
like,
does
that bother
you?
We're
so different.
Because she's like, does that bother you? And he's like, it's not my favorite.
But like, I respect it.
Which is really the best you can hope
Exactly.
for.
I mean, that's like the only thing that's like the best case scenario from any guy who you're dating.
Exactly.
And
especially a teenage boy. They're all hormones and dumb.
And then she's spiraling about their differences. And then we're with Drew and Adam. I don't know, Drew like totally Facebook stalked Fiona. So Drew like totally Facebook stalked Fiona or something, and he's like wearing a suit and is pretending to be classy to impress her.
Which like, no, that's not how this works. Also, it's not a great suit.
No.
Like, it's fine.
And it's like, I guess technically dress code. I don't know.
But like, and he also is like, I'm just gonna like act classy until like she likes me. When she literally just had this conversation with Adam yesterday that she's sick of like fake people.
Right.
And like guys pretending to be stuff they're not.
Right. Then we're with Dave, and he's
which
lashing
felt pointed
out.
because of the Adam situation.
Right. But I don't think she knows.
Oh no, she doesn't. She doesn't.
Yeah.
But like, it
but
was
I think
definitely
Adam
like,
took it like hard.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, does that mean me too?
Exactly. And plus, like, you know, I think the Degrassi writers were also like, let's lean into that.
Yeah, seriously. But then we're with Dave, and he's lashing out, and I don't really remember what else. Oh, yeah, so Wes comes over and is like, so when do I get to meet them? I love meeting new friends. And I'm like, oh, Wesley. And Dave was like, no, you're not. I don't want to be a 310 forever. Like, I'm hanging out with these people now. Mwah. And he's being an asshole.
He's being a real big dick to Wesley.
I do not understand why Wesley and Connor continue to be friends with Dave, because he's the literal worst friend ever.
He's a bad friend.
He, like, tries to jump out of this friend group, like, every chance he gets if he thinks it's gonna, like, make him cooler, which is shitty.
Like, Wesley and Connor should just be friends with each other and leave Dave in the goddamn dust.
Seriously. But they're too pure and nice, and they're never gonna do that, because they're good friends. Then we're with Fiona. She's reading an article about scarves. Oh, yeah, we're on the dot, and Fiona's reading a magazine about scarves, and he's shutting down Drew, who like comes up to her. And I don't know. It's like
she very effectively shuts him down. It's pretty funny. My favorite part of this entire scene was when Fiona walks out the door and Drew is looking dejected and a total stranger walks by and